All right, this is Matt Falvey again. I'm extremely lucky to be reunited with my life partner, webcasting host, Anthony D'Ambrosio. T2, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody out there. I am, everybody knows me as T2, Anthony D'Ambrosio. I work for Committed Paintball, Boston Paintball, and I'm responsible for the downfall of society that is the Twister.
He is Committed Paintball. Make no mistake. This is the highlight of my weekend and probably the low light of the webcast, us two. All right, New Jersey High Rollers on your left, TIKIS OHANA on your right. We got a pretty standard breakout for Tiki. It looks like we're 3 wide along the back. We've got 1 up the middle into that snake tower.
So it looks like pretty conservative. Nobody in the snake yet, either side.
Yeah, first game, they're kind of feeling each other out. Don't want to take it. There we
soon.
go. Starting to move.
Well, as soon as one dropped off the OHANA side, they immediately filled into the snake side. So they're stacking up over here. Refs are a lot of movement on the OHANA side. And trying to find some targets here, and she's making some moves.
Wow, nice slide.
That's a big bite.
Counter move by TIKIS OHANA over there on that Gerudo side. They're up into the D3.
Oh, if she makes her way up to this 50 from the snake here and turns in, she's got this Dorito all day long. Let's see what we got. Oh, she just looks inside. She'd have a great shot. Oh, they know she's here now. The jig's up.
What is the jig and how is it up?
I don't know, Matt. It's a phrase. The kids are saying it again.
There. It's all that in a bag of chips.
All right, still surviving over here on the snake side for OHANA, or I'm sorry, for the high rollers. But they're peeling off some more players over here on the OHANA side. It looks like high rollers from the driver's seat. Just control lockdown.
Number 11, Veda, is about to do a bunch of work over here for the high rollers. She's in that snake brick. She's ready to start wrapping. I'm not even entirely sure Tiki knows she's there. There's no paint coming in at this brick. I believe that backing her up is Allie Ball Morris. Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
That was painful to watch.
Oh,
there you go. Veda's going back to work. She's
all right, looks like home is on an island of sadness here. And that's that.
Run through. Nice work by Veda. She shredded them like beef.
And, yeah, shredded beef for sure. And the ref's just going to make sure there's no shenanigans here. No, looks like this is a pretty clean point.
All right, congrats, high rollers, taking the first point. Tikis.
Wonderful.
Good fight. All right, on the flip side of that, we are going to watch the Heroines take on the San Francisco Sirens.
All right, Heroines coming out. Uncharacteristic for the Heroines here, white jerseys. Very bright.
They usually say those for the playoffs, don't they?
No. The Sunday would be the funeral jersey because they're attending other teams' funerals on Sunday. That is why they wear all black.
That's fairly confident.
I designed them. They look great.
If you do say so yourself. Very humble.
All right. So I'm trying to get a look at who walked out here, but let me see if I can figure it out. We got Daniela. We have Alicia Valdivia. We have Ann Blanco's sister. Not sure which one. It looks like Alexis Laser. A fresh new pickup, old pickup.
Been around, come back. If you love something, let it go.
That's right.
And if it comes back.
All right. So we are a few seconds away here from starting this off. You can start mashing the taters. You okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm great. With you in the booth with me, it couldn't be any worse. Well, for me, not for the...
Matt, this is the highlight of my whole weekend.
Not for the people watching.
Oh, no. People are enjoying this. I believe it. All right, Heroines, pretty conservative right up the middle breakout.
Heroines
like
doubled
clean breakout.
Heroines doubled up at home. They do take both towers up the middle. They're in the snake insert, ready to go. Still doubled up at home for Sirens. Not a great place to be. Actually, both teams still doubled up at home. Sirens making a push out to that Gerudo side. They're into the D1.
I don't know if anybody's dropped a body yet, unless I missed somebody on the Siren side.
And as soon as you say that, congratulations, the heroine walks out.
Commentator curse. Sorry about that.
Shame we don't have money on this.
All right. Heroine's just kind of reading everything. They're just kind of stuck in the middle here, though. Moving
there
up.
We go. They split wide. Yeah, gets away with it. Problem is, I don't see an opportunity to get in the snake. I feel like the heroine out here in the snake insert bunker is a little bit on her own.
That looks like Krista at the snake fill. Traditionally, Krista not a snake player, but in certain situations, everybody has to be a snake player.
Yeah, right.
So,
gone are the days where you can only be one thing on a paintball field.
Oh, man, miss those days.
Well, no, you and I are heading towards becoming only back players with every year that goes by.
Listen, that's where I wanted to be anyways.
Yeah.
Run 40 feet and hang out.
Stop to let your angina catch up with you.
All right. Looks like a siren is coming off from that Dorito side. And a heroine's come out of the middle. So looks like just trade for trade here.
Maybe heroines take the D2. That might be one of the Blanco.
Heroines have to make a move now.
Heroines going to lose their middle. No, that leaves a 2 on.
All right. Tough situation here. I mean,
what do we have over there for Sirens? 2 on 2 or 3? Although I see what looks like another Siren walking off.
So Krista kind of quarterbacking here, relaying up to the Doritos. All right, we have another Siren. So, I mean, this may be a long point, but the Heroines really have to either spread the field or make a move, but it looks like the snake is pretty well locked down. I don't think she can make that move. She's pretty stuck. So
I would say either heroine can use their own gun to get gun dominance and make their bump. They're both in a position where they can just lock down one player and make their own fortune. Siren's a little bit like that Siren in the tower, the snake side tower. She's a little bit more stuck there. That said, Siren moves up to D3.
That's a big move of the D side.
Actually, same thing for heroines.
They got her on the D side.
The Blanco got the kill?
I don't know if it's a Blanco on that side.
It is a Blanco.
Okay.
Here a Blanco, there a Blanco, everywhere a Blanco, Blanco.
All right.
Blanco blows up the snake side tower.
Kristen moved out, kind of drew the gun. It's a great move. So now it's just that home player, it looks like, for the Sirens.
Who was regretting many of her choices in life.
Yeah, this is Heroines have very good field position to kind of pick her off here, and they're going to make their way up. Oh,
she's going to choose to slide sideways. She gets away with it. Let's see if she can catch Blanco off guard, maybe get the kill.
Chris is hunting right now. Yeah, they've keyed in. I think they know.
Yeah, she knows exactly.
And it's called out. I think that's going to... What do we got?
Christus is down to 1 pod, though, so...
I don't think she's going to need more pods.
No, I guess not.
And this is where the communication crossfield is really going to come into play. You got to really project so they can hear each other and know what's going on.
Well, what you need to be doing is telling your teammate which side of the bunker that the last player is shooting out of. You need to constantly be updating each other.
She's yelling. I mean, I can hear her clear as day. So
Blanco's going to go. You know what? Credit to the Siren player. That Dorito was probably the best place she could have went in this situation.
And that is that.
Yep. Everyone's dug in, finished this one out. I think Titus is going to hit the buzzer.
There you go.
Blanco hits the buzzer just to make me look like a fool. Thank you.
Also, props to Chris for making the smallest person on the field reach all the way over that fucker to hit the buzzer. Wonderful. All right. So, High Roller's heading out. High Roller's heading to your right.
So tell me, committed paintball.
Yes, Matt Falby.
You obviously don't tell me if there's a drop coming, but is there any, you just had a drop for R5 Twisters,
We
right?
did.
Anything left, or they're all gone?
I can't confirm or deny.
Okay.
Tomorrow, there may not be some guns, maybe at our booth.
Okay. There you go, folks.
Available.
Stop sleeping. Sit by your computer hitting refresh endlessly.
No, you would actually have to be in line at our booth tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
So get your plane ticket now. Come on to Tampa. Lovely this time of year. Weather's looking good.
And be prepared for violence.
All right, good breakout both sides.
Oh, is there a foot hit for Tiki?
Oh,
nope.
Looks like two high rollers are coming off on that break.
Tiki into the snake, still doubled up at home. Tiki's 5 alive. As I say that, they lose their Dorito side mini temple. That home needs to split out.
Oh, yeah. They make it stuck there.
So we got a 4-on-3, plus a positional advantage here for Tiki's. They're pushing up this snake side. They're up the middle.
I think this may be problematic. This tower is pretty keyed in on that snake.
Well, so on this layout, that tower's job is, in my opinion, largely to lock down. Now, I don't want to use the word lockdown because the tower can't perfectly lock it down, but it's the best chance you have.
It's a deterrent.
She's about to come right into a gun. Does she get away with it? She got away with it.
Oh, wow.
The tower looked away at just the right time.
Oh, boy. Matt, we are downrange.
This is Paige Vassar. Yeah, we're about to enter the splash zone here. She needs her snake tower to lock down the opposite snake tower and then just go.
Yeah.
Oh, and she lost it. Sirens are going to go down to 3 players, effectively losing their threat to get into the snake.
Heroines have Daniela in the snake. Daniela is one of their best weapons that they have, so that's a very dangerous situation here with a down body situation. Oh, my goodness. All right, that was...
2 players left alive for Sirens. I think that might be Brooklyn coming off.
That's Brooklyn coming off. All right. So Heroines up the middle. Yeah, they're just starting to spread now. So this is not really looking good position-wise.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that was painful to watch.
Yeah. Hope she kept a receipt for that one.
Oh, man.
Blocks for pain.
Jeez.
That's
and I don't think that was bonus balling. She literally pulled up
every ball she shot in that direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe she might have shot 12 balls, but I think every
ball hit her in the face. Yep.
Oh.
So Heroines, another point up.
All right, that was a much more convincing win than the first one for the Heroines. Heroines really had to struggle and fight for that first point. That was more of a
that's more on brand for the Heroines.
Yeah, we controlled that game start to finish. There wasn't a lot of hope slung around there for the Sirens.
And again, maybe they're just trying some new stuff out, you know. If you're going to try it out early in the tournament. You know, you don't want to start really.
Yeah, here's my counter argument to that. So with the WNXL, you only get 3 tournaments. You don't get 5, which means every single tournament is wildly important for position for the year.
Correct.
I don't think you have the WNXL. I think you have less room to have funsies.
We're all having funsies all the time.
I don't know.
But the Heroines also, this event, don't have Brad McCurley.
Yeah.
You know, coaching-wise, they're kind of doing their own thing this event. But they've been practicing a lot. You know, they had a good practice down in Texas last week, a couple weeks ago, and then this week in Florida. So they've been putting the work in. But, again, they've got players from all over the country. They're not a regionally based team. Mm-hmm. You know, Danielle is from Colombia. So how often, you're going to get the team together to do this kind of stuff. So
I mentioned this earlier. I feel like in the WNXL, I see more player movement team to team than I see anywhere else. I don't know what that is, why, or what that means, or maybe because it's a newer league. I don't know, but it's wild how many players move around. All right, high rollers spreading it wide. They got 2 in the middle. They got both corners and up the middle at that snake tower. I think we're 5 alive for both teams. No, as I say that.
All right, OHANA's player here on the snake. Good position. I don't think anybody's read that she's there.
There's no paint coming in. They don't know.
So how is she going to play this? So there's nobody on this wire.
Nope, they dropped that body already. She's going to wrap, try to blow up this mini temple.
She's got to stay low, though. Because this gun right here can swing. Yeah, you see, that's...
No, she missed. Oh, did she catch the elbow? She caught the elbow.
Wow, and no one picked it up.
That was so close.
No one picked it up either.
Now
so
she can wrap.
Everybody else is looking... Oh, wow. She's going to do some serious damage. Look at that.
Oh,
3.
Christina Starr.
That is 3 bodies.
I'm sorry, that was Sobe taking the walk.
Wow. She's just got the whole field to herself right now. Just come on down.
You're the next contestant. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this was a pretty convincing
That's Paige.
dissection. That's what that was.
Good Lord. Paige, calm down.
Yeah, that was a very good point for her. I don't think there is a last point.
No, I think they're counting. Oh, wait. Nope, that's it.
We're already dead. That was a very convincing point.
Yeah.
Now they just got to keep doing that.
Well,
over and over again.
Yeah,
it's easy. Just do that.
Yeah, that's it. Just do that. Do the thing you did. You already know how to do it.
Correct. So after that great point, I'm going to ask you, Matt, what do you think of this whole venue? The event. This is fantastic. Being outside a stadium again.
Do you recognize that stadium? That's the place where the greatest player of all time.
The Trader went.
No, Tom Brady. Come on, man.
Trader.
Whatever. He went off. He won another championship. Greatest player of all time.
It's like when Jordan went to the Wizards. What did that do for him?
What about when Jordan went to play baseball?
Well, that was because of a gambling problem. Allegedly.
Yeah, we'll not talk about that.
Yeah, we don't want to get into allegations here and bring any bad spirit to the
let's
webcast.
avoid that. All right, I'm sorry, but Tom Brady, greatest of all time. Don't care. I don't care that half the nation just turned off this webcast. I'm going to stick to my guns on that one.
Don't worry.
Deflategate
they'll be waiting for you at the airport, Matt.
Deflategate was a conspiracy. Where are the air pressure numbers, Mr. Goodell? Where are the air pressure numbers you were supposed to release? That's what I thought.
Oh, Roger.
Your NFL fortress is built on a house of lies.
All right, Heroines on your left. Sirens on your right. And let's see if we got a clean breakout here for both teams.
Oh, not so much. First player walking off for the Heroines from home.
It's like Katie, maybe?
It's hard to lose your home player, but they did it.
All right, let's see. The Sirens can take this momentum and run with it.
Sirens have got to stop the entry to the snake. That is the number one thing they need to do right now. Do not allow the Heroines to get into the
Alexis
snake.
Laser is kind of in the position to get in there. So
Sirens taking a walk, so we're 4-on-4. This player for the Sirens at that 50 standing wedge is, in my opinion, the most important player on the field right now. She's got to stop the Heroines from getting in. Oh, my God, what did I do?
What did you just do?
What did I do?
We're 1 for 1, Matt. Both of us. Alexis bumps out. I think Alexis is just like, you know what? I'm just going to go right up in here.
Does she keep looking over to see if we're talking about the other team? She's like, if the commentators are talking about the other team, they're going to die soon.
Well, she's using the communication device we put in every twister. So she knows. By the way, Alexis shooting a beautiful 007 twister R5.
You're such a shill.
So let's see what this thing can do up here in the snake. Now, this is good advertisement. Oh, there you go. See that?
Nothing.
They were so scared of that gun coming down the field. They hit that button immediately.
Do you think it should be banned under the Geneva Convention?
Perhaps. We'll wait for the season to end before we make those decisions.
Yeah,
a little rash is a little early.
They're talking about it. The UN right now, they're talking about it.
Somewhere Tom Cole is in a Illuminati-esque meeting talking about the twister.
I've heard there's rumors that North Korea is getting a hold of the twister. Is that true?
No, they have the Wishter over there. They made their own version. The milling goes the other way. All right, so we got
TIKIS OHANA taking the field to your left. You're going to have high rollers on your right.
It's difficult when they have the same colored jerseys here. Oh boy,
you're just trying to sell
more.
jerseys.
They're hustling. That was close.
All right, TIKIS down by a point. Lots of time on the clock. TIKIS going to go right into the snake. Comes up short on the dive, but I think gets away with it.
It looks like maybe. Oh, that ref is moving.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I think
no good.
Perhaps
no good comes of a ref racing towards you.
No.
All right, TIKIS down. They got 4 bodies. They are in the snake. They're still doubled up at home, which is not great.
High rollers have dropped somebody off the Doritos side. I'm not really sure location-wise, but it's got Cyclops on the way out.
TIKIS is committed to doubling up home. They refuse to even think about leaving it.
Well, I don't think they have much of a choice.
Are you talking about like some kind of...
they're spread here.
Are you talking about it's court-ordered? Some kind of home restraint thing?
They have an ankle bracelet. They can't actually
leave home?
They can't technically leave home. This is going to be a brutal gunfight here with the snake in the center tower, I think. I don't think she knows she's there. I think if she makes one bump around, she's going to get shredded.
I believe the OHANA's player is actually trying to poke her own bunker to draw fire. She's trying to make sure the other team is firing to give her the information about where the bad guys are.
I think she knows there's someone in the snake, but I do not think she knows there's somebody in that 50.
That 50 stand-up.
Maybe, actually.
Oh, they're going to lose their middle.
All right, so now she has no protection snake-wise. That's not good.
TIKIS OHANA now has the home, the mini temple on the Dorito side, and the snake too.
Yeah, I still don't think she knows that 50 is there. Even though she's looking that direction, I think she's shooting at home.
She's about to lose her backup player in home. That just leaves the Dorito and the snake. Nothing stopping the high rollers from taking the 50 brick.
This is going to hurt.
This is going to be another painful moment in paintball history.
Okay. Get your ticket to Starship Pain.
Oh.
Here it goes.
Veda's about to drop the hammer.
They know exactly where she is. They're just trying to figure out the best way to get to her without losing a body.
All right, Tiki's got home, snake 2, and Dorito 1. High rollers have great positioning over here on the snake side. I think Tiki might have finally figured out the Veda's in that brick.
Boy.
Yeah, they know.
Oh, man, she is playing. That's a confident stance in that snake, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, right? She's not exactly playing tight against it.
Yeah, there's really no way to retreat if you get in trouble here. You can't really tuck in anywhere.
No, she's saying, I'm not afraid of you, is what she's doing.
Oh, they're throwing pods.
They're throwing the pods. Like, I'll play 5 feet off the bunker. I don't care.
These are Guantanamo tactics they're using against her. Oh, right here. Here we go.
Oh, I think it's going to be a trade. Yeah, it's a trade.
That's a little heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Shot in the back, though? How did that even happen? She made a clip from behind.
Yeah,
she's
could have
flinched back, yeah.
Could have been your home player. Which the home player will never admit to if that's the case.
Yeah,
I would
right.
never.
No.
You go with the old, I think the other field was active and they were dropping paint in.
This is going to be a long one, I think.
Yep.
It looks like we just got back line and then this 50, so. But they can't have good, just as I say it.
Yeah, Tiki's up to the D3. That puts this middle player for high rollers at the wedge in a lot of trouble.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
All right. I think this 50 player is going to be the key, but I don't know how much paint she could possibly have because she's been really doing some work there. And this player is 14, so it's Taylor.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
Interesting.
So, Tiki's toweled out of that one with a. They must have lost
Well,
the
let's
Dorito
see.
side.
Let's see if they see something we don't. So, how many high rollers are walking off right now?
I
see at least 3. No, there's 3. So you had Taylor right here that was in the middle. You had 2 on the Dorito. I mean, I think they knew that the hammer was about to drop. But
if Tiki still had a player alive in the Dorito, then I don't think I agree with that towel.
I think they only had home.
Okay, then I can no they. Then I could probably agree with it. Okay. You talked me into it. You know what else you could talk me into?
What's that?
JT Mastodon goggles from Pittsburgh Paintball Supply.
Yes.
That's called a segue.
Okay.
That's why I'm a professional.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Yeah.
I like Pittsburgh. Great guys. I like the Mastodon print. It's a little bit of a takeoff on the Jordan and the sneaker stuff.
All right, Sirens on your left. They're down 3 points. They've got to win this point.
Heroines dropping a play off the back. Looks like Daniela.
I think
looks like they drop another play.
Brooklyn's taking a walk.
Coming off. And it looks like the Sirens are 5 strong still. They appear.
They need this point, so.
Yeah, I think a Siren is coming off on the D side. Okay, 1 Siren off.
If you're Heroines and you're going to
off.
lose this, the ideal is that you at least pull 2 minutes off the clock. Siren's going to lose their Dorito player.
All right, so the Sirens are making, this is quite a move here. I don't know who can stop her. I don't think anybody's in position to really stop her here, unless this tower can get a pack hit maybe. Nope. Unscathed. Yeah, this move here into this brick is pretty crucial, and it seems like if you know the tricks of the trade, you can get in there no problem. All right, we're in the splash zone, Matt.
Welcome to the Gallagher concert.
This is,
Oh, she's about to wrap and blow up that heroin. No, the heroine player picks up on it. Doesn't matter. She gets the kill anyways.
Oh. I'm going to hide down here, Matt. You can still see them.
This is Jamie. Jamie San Roman.
All right, who's
for
coming
the Sirens.
Off? Who's coming off here? Who's that? All right, Titus is heading off.
No, you can't see this at home, but T2's hiding below the desk. Like
I'm playing the bunker.
Yeah.
I want to get bunker height. I really want to feel what the players are feeling.
Apparently he didn't print enough of these committed Twister shirts.
I only have one shirt for the whole weekend.
To get this dirty.
I can't afford it. I have a big dinner and shake snack tonight. So I can't.
Twister meet and greet at the White Castle tonight on Heim Street.
That's right. On Martin Luther King Boulevard. It's going to be great. That's just Ubering in.
All right. Sirens looking left. That Dorito side starting to get pushed by the Heroines. 3 bodies still alive for Sirens.
I don't know if they picked up
4
on her
bodies.
All right, now they know that she moved up, but oh no, they're still shooting at her old position. So
it's falling apart for the Heroines. The good news is they did peel off a lot of clock. If you're the Heroines, you're going to lose this point. At least you lost it by using up a lot of clock.
I can't see what heroine that is.
You don't want to.
Yeah, she's not.
You don't. Yeah, this is not. It's not going to be pretty. Mm-hmm. This is. Hey, can we blur this out? This last heroine player.
Yes. If you have children, please divert their eyes away from the screen right now.
4-on-1.
Yeah, this is.
Whoa,
that was pretty bad. Good for the Sirens, though. I mean,
yeah, good bounce back game.
Yep, and you still got. 342.
Theoretically,
easily.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time there as long as you're penalty free.
2-point differential.
But good on them. They just need to calm down, lock down, win their gunfights, make the right moves. Looks like one of the Blancos. The Blanco sisters probably the only pros maybe shooting LVs in the league. I think so. And it's actually the biggest gun for the 2 smallest people.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they love that gun, though.
It wouldn't be my first pick if you're, like, say, a Snake player. Not because there's anything wrong with it. I own an LV2, but I want the most compact gun I can get.
And additionally, they play mostly in Florida where it's all sand.
Yeah.
So it's really not an optimum gun, but they just like the way they shoot. So
I'll do my own promo. Get your hands on a 10-year-old Vanquish like I shoot.
Matt, don't do that to me. I still have PTSD. My therapist says I shouldn't worry about what happened.
All right, high rolls on your left, 5 alive.
I once again apologize to the public for the Twister Bank.
T2, I'm so sorry. First player peeling off for TIKIS OHANA, so 5-on-4 advantage.
They had my family. I had to do it. Shout out Justin Sherwood, keeping those guns alive.
Yeah, we are still searching for the missing Twister Vanquishes.
Oh, God, I don't want to talk about it.
Check out your local milk carton.
Or pawn shop, potentially.
Yeah.
Or Goodwill store.
Yeah. All right, high rollers may just have 4. I think we might have missed a body walking off. They might have lost their snake corner runner.
Oh, wow. So the high rollers are losing off the Dorito side there, and that was a pretty brutal execution across the field. Jeez.
I didn't think we could get the chemicals off for doing that anymore. All right, Taylor Hofer is in a lot of trouble. She's in the middle of this snake tower. She doesn't know it, but the brick, if the snake brick has a chance to wrap, she's going to get a spinal readjustment.
They're going to need to call in an airstrike on the snake because this snake's about to do a lot of damage if they don't pick it up and call it out. I don't think that anybody's relaying that she's there.
I think Tiki might have just lost one of their Dorito players at the same time. Yeah, there it is. All right, well, now for Tiki, this snake brick needs to do a lot of damage. Needs to do it now.
This point is crucial. They need to win this and win it quick. This is.
Oh, she crosses the Tiki's player crosses the 50. She's into their snake 4.
She has the 2 back guns on her though. So
Taylor's going to walk off.
This is
for high rollers.
She's drawing guns, but what does she have on the other side of the field protecting her is the question.
Hopefully the commentators will tell us what's over there on the Dorito side for, oh wait, that's us.
Oh.
Well, you guys are on your own at home. High rollers at least killing a lot of clock. This for Tikis. They not even need to win this. They need to win this relatively fast.
Yeah, they need to really get moving here. I can't tell.
All right, I like the aggressiveness here on the OHANA player.
Yeah, but she's got a lot of guns on her.
Oh, she gets the hip shot.
Wow.
Oh, it's a trade. That's a trade way in favor of the high rollers.
Good run and gun. Running and shooting. Excellent.
So for Paige, that was the OHANA offense so far. Now her back player needs to pick up that baton and run forward with it.
The problem is that we got not a lot of time.
Did I say baton? What I meant is torch, and this is Helm's Deep.
That's right. You gotta get going.
You gotta run into the middle and just blow stuff up. High roller's starting to counter by pushing on the Dorito side.
Yeah, she has to get moving.
We're at a minute. We're at the minute mark.
Yeah, this is not
for Tiki. This did not work out.
I mean, they had the momentum here. They just gotta read it and go.
Yeah. Paige did a lot of damage, but slowed down at the end there. Good trade for high rollers taking Paige with them.
I don't think that this Dorito player realizes this is a snake player here at all.
No, not a great shot on it though.
Now she definitely does.
Oh, still.
Yeah, now she does now.
Still. I don't know if she's yelling 30 for the bunker position or 30 for 30 seconds on the clock, but there's no time
maybe both.
left.
She may have just killed two birds with one stone there, Matt.
Communication style. She's gonna go.
Well, what other choice do we have here? You got to get moving, you know.
None. And frankly, even if they win this point, they've lost the clock war.
They won the hearts of America, though.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a commitment.
Yep.
She takes the buzzer, throws it back 10 feet. All right. Well, good. I mean, I'm going to use the phrase moral victory for Tiki OHANA. That's never good to hear when the commentators are telling you that you want a moral victory.
But in terms of losses, not a bad one.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't get blown out. This is
again 17 seconds. I see the Russians doing an 8.
All right. Well, the Banelings are taking the field. They've upgraded to the centrifugal hooks.
That's right.
You're gonna, in a minute or so, you're going to see Tiki just rolling down the field.
As long as they have pylons built, they're going to be good.
Yeah, they should
see,
be
I know
fine.
your reference, Matt.
They should be fine.
StarCraft nerd too. Don't worry about it.
All right. I don't know how much of an audience we lost over StarCraft references.
Maybe we gained some. They're probably calling their friends to watch.
Yeah. Oh my God, people are still talking about StarCraft.
Yes.
All right. Thanks again to one of our sponsors, AlabamaPaintball.com. If you're in the area, give them a shot. If you are not a paintball player, please go to AlabamaPaintball.com or your local field. Try it out. You'll love the sport.
And if you're not a paintball player, how are you watching this? You stumbled here, welcome.
Grandma.
Okay.
Grandma's watching her grandson. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Edna.
Hi, Grandma. You're doing great. Your son,
we'll be by.
Joey's doing great.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Heroines take the snake. They're up 3-1, 3.5 on the clock. Heroines strong up the middle. They are in the snake, but they're not pushing the snake too hard. She seems content to stay at S1. Now they take D1.
All right, they're going to – it looks like a very aggressive push from the Heroines here. It looks like they want to wrap this thing up quickly, but maybe too aggressive a push. There's still a lot of time here. I mean, the Sirens, if they put on a performance at their last point, they potentially – that looked like maybe
You're saying that you might have seen a pod hit and then be chucked behind you?
Listen, I don't know what I saw, Matt.
I've already seen that penalty called today, and it is a brutal one.
Matt, I didn't see a penalty called there. But I'm saying my eyes could have deceived me.
If she didn't have a twister in her hand, what would you be saying right now?
I believe that shot came from off and to the left. Off and to the left. I think it may have been not a shot at all.
All right, Warren.
It could have been maybe...
All right, Warren Commission.
It could have been maybe orange juice from breakfast. I don't know. It's up to the referees to make those decisions, not me. All right, so listen, we got Daniela here in the snake crossed up, looking inside. We've got Alexis in the middle. And Krista's right over her left shoulder.
Heroines are playing what I'm going to call the slow squeeze. They're doing the anaconda here. They're not risking any bodies.
Blanco coming off the back snake corner. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
They're moving, but they're moving slow. They're deliberate. They're moving like they have dinner reservations, but those reservations can be moved around a little bit.
Yeah. There's still closing time.
Yeah.
And last call. So you gotta make sure that you're compensating for that.
All right,
That being said,
that said, we do have places to be, so pick it up. All right,
Heroines start mashing the potatoes because
Heroines are going to win this one. So they're going to go up 4-1. About a minute and a half left on the clock. That is not possible for Sirens to come back with a minute and a half on the clock down.
And the Russians have done it in 8 seconds.
3 points.
This is a lifetime if you're going by Russian time.
Wait. Did you say 8 seconds?
I think the Russians won a point in 8 seconds.
You can't run the length of this field in 8 seconds.
The Russians have. They're not human. I think the booth could probably tell us.
Ivan Drago?
No, it was better. It was Constantine Fedorov.
Good Lord.
We're talking a long time ago.
You can't run this field in 8 seconds. I can't run this field in 20.
Sir, I couldn't run this field in 20. However, Happy Gilmore competed that feat no more than an hour ago.
Dear God.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a very quick point. I think it was around 8 to 10 seconds. They scored a point. It was ridiculously fast.
All right, well, let's take this downtime to thank our sponsor, Committed Paintball. I don't know.
I think it's hyphenated.
They're up and coming. Good luck to them.
Yep.
It's a tough business, but hope you get somewhere.
Get some traction,
Yeah,
good quality service. And I think that you guys get what it takes to make it.
Just make sure you LLC to protect your assets because you might be losing the house otherwise. Tough business.
It's all offshore in Montana. Just hide everything.
Yeah. You started selling committed coin yet? How are we doing on that? How's our crypto doing?
I pumped and dumped last week. It's done. A lot of people lost their shirts. I bought a yacht. So,
not your problem.
Yeah, SS Committed is setting sail next week. So thank you, everybody, for investing.
The engineer said gold plating a ship was a bad idea. Yeah. You said wrong.
No, I dare to dream.
All right, we're going to have a end swap here for Tiki and High Rollers. That last game didn't end in a no point, did it?
Is this a switcheroo?
The old switcheroo.
Would we be seeing the switcheroo, another Russian classic?
I don't.
I know you don't like the switcheroo.
Oh no, I think it's a dumb rule.
I love the switcheroo.
I think it's a dumb rule. I hate it. There's no real advantage playing switching ends. I think it causes too many point blank gunfights when one team refuses to switch boxes.
I'm going to counterpoint this, Matt. I think it's awesome.
Well, my counterpoint is you're wrong and you're stupid.
Well, that's fair. It tells you your opinion, no matter how wrong it is. And I'll allow it this time, Matt. Never talk to me like this again.
To the Ambrosio children, I'm sorry you had to learn about this on air, that your father is ugly and
never
stupid.
Talk to me or my son ever again. Go. Oh, wow.
Holy!
I told you!
Banelings running through.
Matt.
Ooh.
It was almost an 8-second point.
Okay, calm down.
All right. Tremendous performance here.
Yeah. Hey, give credit to Tiki. They're like, yeah, we're going for it.
That would have been tremendous.
Wow.
What else are you going to do? Right there. Just go for it. Why not? Right?
You're right. You really don't have any choice.
Run into a hail gunfire.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you could really do.
You've got a Russian blocking unit behind you. This is World War II.
Yep. Well, they did leave one person back just in case, which was good.
That one person's there to shoot anybody that chooses to retreat.
It's like, guys, I'll catch up. I'll just be back here.
When the front player with the gun drops the gun, the back player with the pods picks up the gun.
That was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Enemy at the Gates, if you haven't seen it, fantastic. And Harris, amazing.
Ron Perlman, Jude Law, right? Who else?
I don't know. That's
Rachel Weisz.
You could stop right there.
No, Bob Perkins. You're no fan.
Ed Harris.
You're a fake.
Ed Harris was also there.
You know one actor from Enemy at the Gates.
Did you mention Ed Harris?
All right, Heroines on your right. They're up by 4-1. It's a minute and a half on the clock.
Silly Zeifs. All right, and here we go.
Sirens not a wildly aggressive breakout, which is fine because the match is not. You can't win the match at this point.
Doesn't mean they can't try.
Unless you're all Russian, according to T2.
Somebody in the chat is going to tell us that I'm right and verify it.
Wow, your chat is just a bunch of committed sycophants that are hoping to get an early drop in on the next.
You selling our good name.
They just want in on the next drop. They'll do anything.
Shredded beef, man.
Yeah, shredded beef.
Yee.
I need
to get through my checklist of things to say.
That better be a pre-order code.
No.
60
no,
seconds
the pre-order code's going to be fabulous. Is that how you do it? Fabulous?
Yes.
It's fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yes.
All right, Sirens into the snake now. They do have the 50 stand-up wedge over here on the snake side. Snake tower, home, mini temple. We're at 40 seconds, though.
So regardless of the outcome here, I think the Sirens did play really good. I don't think the score should really show, like, you shouldn't look at it like
but
the bad way.
But Heroines are obviously one of the best teams in the league, especially with what they did last year.
Yeah, they have assembled quite the crew here. Losing Jen Falk big this year, but gaining Alexis Laser is very good.
There's a chance. I'm told there's a chance Jen comes back if
in case of emergency, break Jen, perhaps.
Yes,
get
exactly.
her in here. Yeah,
she's been cryogenically frozen and she's kept in the heroin trailer.
I think Jen, wanted to focus a little bit more on her D2 squad.
Exactly.
Underground, and excellent team. A Twister team, by the way. Our team program really doing great this event.
And that's it for the Sirens.
Good job, Sirens. I mean, they really played well.
Yeah.
Just losing crucial gunfights position. So
again, you're taking on the best team in the league. I don't want to say, well, I'm going to use the word moral victory again. Never good. Never good when Falby starts saying moral victory. All right. Well, I was extremely lucky to be joined by Anthony.
And not the last time this weekend, hopefully.
Despite all our lighthearted ribbing of each other, we really deeply hate each other.
That's right. We've hated each other for nearly 20 years.
we barely can stand each other.
With the burning passion of 1,000 suns. No, I've known Matt for many, many, many years. Matt actually brought me up in this paintball industry, and I am super grateful for everything you've done for me over the years, and I'm happy that we get to share the stage here.
All this is true. However, the last time I was around you and your wife hit me very hard.
She doesn't like when I'm late for things, and you made me late.
Oh, yeah.
She's also coming back to assault you tomorrow. So I'll make sure she does it on camera maybe so we get some evidence.
Please. I need the settlement money. Yep. All right. Anyways, thank you so much.
Matt
it
Falby,
was awesome.
It's always a pleasure.
You're not done with him. He'll be back this weekend. This isn't the last you're going to see of him.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Give a chance to swing by the Committed Paintball booth, see if there's any product left to buy.
Buy Twister. Support Twister teams.
We'll be back in a couple more minutes.
Thank you.